that pointy looking bee there is a Baukana. You can see Baukana. That is a rune. That is a mantra. That is an attitude. That is a type of attitude to have. That is a type of psychology. Well, actually, maybe that's not the right way of psychology. Is it a type of psychology? No, it's a type of, it's an attitude. It's a, you know, but first you have to be able to diagnose the problem. It's a solution. It's a type of solution. It's a type of, it's a modus operandi. It's one approach that you could take, you know. Baukana is one approach that you could take, but it's a very pushy approach, okay? This funny looking bee, this pointy looking bee, it's a rune, it's magic, it's cultivation. Some people get afraid of runes, you know, there's a tendency to be paranoid of things like, you know, runic magic, but it's honestly like, if you're using it for cultivation, if you're using it to, you know, to bring your destiny and your nature, you know, to merge them together as one, and to, you know, to have some awareness of the metaphysical things, then this is, you know, runes are actually really good, really useful. However, Baukana, this is a very pushy approach, and it's an approach that I guess I've been using it, you know, quite a lot, often, and it's, yeah, it's quite pushy. And I think the thing I realized about using it, if you're using it to try to, you know, demolish other people's ego and help them, help to show them a better way, or to help to see them the light at the end of the tunnel or something, well, you damn well better be able to see it yourself. Otherwise, you're leading other people astray, and you're leading yourself astray as well. So that's one thing I realized. So, you know, I gotta take responsibility for my diet, is the first thing. You know, I can't be, you know, pushing other people around to cultivate themselves better when if I'm not even taking care of my own diet, you know. So I went and bought this New Zealand snapper fillets, you know, because I've been vegan pretty well, not, I've been on and off, you know, but the thing is, again, I'm very conscious. I'm very concerned about, you know, what goes. There's two things. There's your body and there's the environment, you know. This is like yoga, I guess you could, yeah, it's a Vedic knowledge. It's like, you know, your lungs, well, the other half of your lungs is on the tree up there, so why the hell are you cutting all the trees down? You know, your lungs aren't going to work if there's not, if the trees aren't, you know, fulfilling their symbiotic role in the nature to take to take the carbon dioxide out of the air and solidify it in their tree trunks, and then put oxygen out for your lungs to breathe, and your lungs aren't going to work either if the oceans are fucked. Okay, so there's a symbiotic relationship here in nature, and the thing is, like, yeah, there's a symbiotic relationship between the inside world, meaning, you know, in this context, the flesh and the blood and the brain marrow and the bones and all of the organs, and our spiritual, you know, our energy, our electrical energy, our chi, and our spiritual potential that is kind of housed within that, or that is metaphysically comes about as a result of that. So that is going to be functioning like way better if there is a balance between the lungs and the tree, and there is you know, a kind of a mutual respect, you know, that's the word, respect and dignity, and if you, the more respect the tree gets, the more respect, you know, your lungs are going to get, and the better the symbiotic relationship between the two. Now let's take it, and now let's talk about protein. The better our respect for the oceans, for where in this case where this protein is coming from, the better we respect the oceans, and the cleaner we keep the oceans, you know, the better the protein coming from the oceans is, the better it's going to come into and be digested in our body. And I was really wanting to buy the Silver Ferns grass-fed venison is actually what I was after. I went down to Countdown, which is 2 minutes literally. If I run down the road, I'll be there in 2 minutes. Countdown, just Countdown Mount Albert. And I was really wanting to get the grass-fed venison, and I asked the lady there, and it wasn't, you know, they were sold out, and you know, so, but they got all the other meats, all the regular shizzle snizzle bits that has not really been brought up with that much respect for the environment. You know, not grass-fed, not organic, probably have a lot of, they're probably using a lot of antibiotics and steroids and things in those animals. And then most of all you cunts out there are going to be like, well, but we need to have our family birthday. But we're celebrating Christmas, and we can't afford organic. We can't afford grass-fed. And then, you know, everyone just makes, see, now I'm using this Balkana. I'm using this very pushy kind of way. So I damn well better take care of my own, you know, my own health, and I damn well better, you know, be able to accept where I am sort of in my cultivation now, if I'm going to use this way. But so let's that's what we're doing here. Okay, we're criticizing everyone else. We're trying to break down everyone else's ego to let them see that as soon as they can break down their ego and realize that you were all being cunts for purchasing the cheap shit, fucking bullshit, disrespected, you know, meat products that were coming from adult animals that probably didn't have access to, you know, that didn't have a proper farm, didn't have that much space, that were, you know, forced, that were, you know, kept, yeah, and far more unnatural, very unnatural conditions. And, you know, now, fuck's sakes, now all this, it's all sold out, man. In Pack and Save, all the Silver Ferns Farms meat products are sold out. I would have to walk, like, you know, walk or take a bus, or it would take you know, an hour or so to get to a supermarket to pick up some Silver Ferns grass-fed, you know, meat. So I went with this. I went with this New Zealand snapper, and. But look, you know, we need to take responsibility, you know, for look at all this bullshit that people are standing up and protesting about, man. This is like the environment and where our food is coming from. That right there, that is the number one thing that we should be standing up and protesting about. You know, send more money to, you know, send more resources and money to traditional farming like Silver Ferns Farms, and help them, you know. Yeah, that's pretty much the lesson for today. Oh, you can see I made some notes there. You can see the notes. Yeah, I guess there's not really much that needs to be said about it. You can basically understand that I'm talking about, you know, cultivation versus cultivating versus non-cultivating people. And basically I'm just saying, like, you can say conscious versus self-conscious, or, you know, responsibility versus ignorance, consideration versus neglect. And okay, it's not just about creating a big dichotomy of good and evil and stuff, but it's about, I mean, at least this should be in your decision-making process. Do you not think so? Should this not be in your decision-making process? Let me know in the comments.